There's a growing rift in the Europe Central area, with NATO allies now questioning each other, and particularly the role of US President Donald Trump in Iran war. A widening rift is now clearly visible between the United States and its key European allies over military access linked to West Asia conflict, and it is no longer just a diplomatic nuisance. It is playing out, in fact, in real operational terms. So the nuance of that diplomacy is now expanding very fast. Several European countries have begun restricting US military movement in their countries. Spain has taken the toughest stance so far, shutting airspace to American aircraft involved in the conflict, denying access to its joint operation base. France too has reportedly blocked overflights carrying weapons which are bound for Israel, signaling a discomfort with the direction of the war. Italy has adopted a more calibrated approach, refusing landing rights to US bombers at the Sigonella Air Base, but also stopping short of a complete airspace ban. Meanwhile, traditionally neutral nations have drawn even firmer lines. Switzerland has rejected most conflict-related flight requests, and Austria has also denied overflight permissions, strictly adhering to its neutrality in West Asian conflict. Taken together, these moves of all these nations point to a broader European hesitation, not just about escalation, but also about being seen as directly enabling the conflict in West Asia. Now, this hesitation is now translating into political pushback as well. US President Donald Trump is facing growing resistance from allies who are increasingly vocal about the legality and the consequence of strikes. Spain and France have raised concerns over violation in international law. Germany has gone a step further, calling the action a political mistake, while the United Kingdom has made it clear it does not want to be drawn into what it views as someone else's war. At a collective level, the European Union has now urged restraint and respect for international norms. Even Italy, despite its strategic ties with Washington, has flagged legal concerns. The underlying message is unmistakable. Western unity is under strain. Support for US military action is no longer automatic. In fact, what makes this divide more significant is the sheer scale of the American military footprint across Europe. The United States has tens of thousands of troops stationed across the continent. Germany alone hosts over 35,000 personnel and critical infrastructure like the Ramstein Air Base, which serves as a backbone for US air operations. Countries like Italy, United Kingdom function as frontline hubs for combat and air power, while Spain, Poland, Romania and Belgium plays key roles in logistics and deployment. Turkey, meanwhile, remains strategically vital for broader regional operations. Now, in total, around 84,000 US troops are currently positioned across Europe, with numbers fluctuating due to rotations and deployments. And after the Ukraine war, an additional 20,000 troops were sent to reinforce NATO's eastern flank. The US also operates across more than 40 bases and installations in Europe, with Germany at the center of this network. This vast presence ensures rapid response capability and strategic reach. But as the political differences sharpen, the question now is whether military integration can continue to function smoothly when political trust begins to fray. And that is the real story, an alliance that remains deeply interconnected on the ground, but increasingly divided at the top as of today.